Okay, so I got a return from Comc. Now, normally I would just let the cards sit there and rot before I'm going to pay to have them returned, or I'll wait for a promotion. Like last time they had a promotion, free shipping, then I submitted my cards home. But normally I would just let them sit there and wait and get a big lot together before I send them home. But this time I have a card that I'm working on a run, finished a run. So I needed the card back, and it's for Oscar Robertson. So that was a big card for me. So I wanted to get that home. In my last Comc return video, I had pointed out that one of the cards that I got ended up being bent. Was it this one? Yeah. Down at the bottom, you can kind of see, ended up being bent. And other than that, I was real happy with Comc, everything, the packaging, everything. But I don't think it was through the mail that got bent. I don't know how it got bent, but it wasn't in the picture that bend. It would have been noticeable in the picture. It's just this was a lower dollar card, but if it would have been a different card, I would have been a little bit more upset. But anyway, that was from my other video. You can go back and watch that. I did have a video at Comc return where a card got bent, and so we'll take a look at how things are packaged this time and see if there's difference, improvement, that sort of thing. Now, last time I didn't pay for any top loaders. I don't think that was the issue with the card getting bent. I think it was just probably there's a lot of handling, and so there's picking and all that stuff. So I think it got just bent in handling, but I don't think it was the shipping. So it wasn't the top loaders. Not having top loaders wasn't the problem. But anyway, let's take a look and see here. So right off the bat, I didn't pay for any top loaders. There are top loaders here. And let's take a look at this. Let's two top loaders in here. It says 2 of 2. Okay. And one of the reasons why I'm sure they put it in a top loader is because this is a tall, the Bowman, 89 Bowman. Working on a Gary Sheffield run. And I need the Bowman. There's a couple, I think there's a couple other Gary Sheffield rookie cards in here, but that's the Bowman. It's a tall card. It doesn't, it doesn't really fit in a penny sleeve that well. So I'm sure that's why they did that. That was nice. That was nice of them. Put it in a top loader. I didn't request it. They just did it to try to protect my cards better. They could have just said, "Well, you didn't pay for any top loaders, so too bad. It's your choice, your fault, whatever." But they didn't. They put it in a top loader. They also put this Roger Clemens rookie card in a top loader. And I'm not sure why, but that was nice of them. So thank you, Comc. Other thing I'm noticing is there's more top loaders, but I think this is to protect the other cards. Last time it was I had a bigger Comc order, and so they sent in a box, so there was no, and they didn't, some of the cards didn't really fit perfectly in the box, so it was kind of like jammed in there a little bit. This is much better packaging this time. And there's a top loader on the outside to protect the cards, on top loader on both sides. So I got 4 free top loaders. That was very nice of Comc. They didn't have to do that. They could just threw it in a bag and popped it in the mail, but they didn't. They protected it very nicely. So thank you, Comc. And so let's take a look at here what I got. So I'm working on finishing a Robin Yount run. I'm like 1 card away of the base cards for during his playing years. I'm like 1 card away. And then this was one of the cards I needed. So that's the 83 Fleer, similar to the Tony Gwynn rookie. Now it's got a picture on the back, which is unique for 1983. That, you know, they didn't have a lot of pictures on the back. And of course, on the back of these Comc things, they always stick a paper in there, receipt paper. That's a lot of work. There we go. So a Frank Thomas 90 classic. I'm also working on a Frank Thomas run of rookie cards. I'm just starting a Giannis Prism run I'm working on. So I'm working on that. Just started that. Coach Prime. So he's been very popular because he's still very much active in sports now that he's a coach. He's maybe even more popular than when he was a player as a coach. And so I'm trying to get his rookie cards. I've got his trying to get his baseball run of rookie cards is pretty easy to get that. So I'm going to try to get that first. So that's what I'm doing there. Paul Mulder. I'm trying to, I haven't begun, but I want to do a Paul Mulder run at some point. And this is not his rookie card, but it's his first card. His first card without other people on it. So it's his first card. It's like a second year card but it's the first card without other players on it. So, and it's a nice looking card. Eddie Matthews. I want to start collecting Eddie Matthews. His cards are kind of pricey, but if you get into vintage, it's not bad for vintage. He's pretty affordable. So for vintage cards, but when I get into vintage, I want to get into some Eddie Matthews. He hit most of his home runs in Milwaukee, and that's something that I had never really thought about. It says home, Brookfield, Wisconsin. I lived over by Brookfield for 8 years in Waukesha. So the Brookfield Bomber. I'd like to start collecting Eddie Matthews. Gary Sheffield, another Gary Sheffield. This one's a little bit more limited edition or something like that. Toys R Us card. Shaq rookie. I think I'm one rookie away from having the Shaq rookie run. Working on that. Greg Maddux rookie. I didn't have the tops. I had the Leaf and Fleer. Did not have the tops. I still got to get Donruss. Reggie White. I'm going to work on a Reggie White run as well. Jose Canseco rookie card. I'm just working on a run of star player rookie cards, especially in the junk wax era, because that's the era that I was paying attention to these players and stuff like that. So that's the era that I'm interested in. Plus, it's very affordable era to collect. And so it's a lot of nostalgia for me. And I remember these players and it's affordable. So why not? They're not going to be valuable. You know, if you're going for investment, it's not going to be a high investment dollars there. But to me, it's a piece of art from the era that I'm from. So it's kind of like a conversation piece. So I'd like to have kind of like a wall of rookie cards from star players during that era. Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately for us as Packer fans, he's no longer a Packer. Gary Sheffield, another one for my run there. Getting pretty close on the Gary Sheffield run. Another Coach Prime, Deion Sanders. And here is an early Giannis. Is this? Yeah, this is a third-year Giannis and Prism, and that's the closest I have to his rookie card. I didn't have any really cards. Remember, I was out of the hobby for 20, 25 years, so I didn't have any Giannis cards. One of the reasons why I got back in the hobby was I wanted to start getting some Giannis cards. And so now I got his third-year Prism. Another one for the Robin Yount run. Another one. This is the one I wanted. This is the reason why I brought these cards home. Oscar Robinson. And this is the 73-74. And that's the card I needed for completion of the run. I will be doing a video about my Oscar Robinson collection. He doesn't have that many cards, and that's why it's easy to, kind of easy, well, if you can find the cards. But there's not that many to do a run because he didn't have cards during most of his playing time with the Cincinnati Royals. There was a lot of years he didn't have cards, so I will be doing a video on Oscar Robinson run. Stay tuned for that. This must be the last card from the Comc return, and it is another Giannis Prism. So, very good Comc overall. Packaged very nicely, securely. I haven't seen any issues so far. Got 4 free top loaders that I didn't pay for, and that was very nice of them. They didn't have to do that. They shipped it. Must have been a couple weeks. It wasn't crazy. It didn't take a crazy long time for them to get everything picked. Of course, it wasn't a very big order, but still. Overall, very happy with Comc this time, and even last time it was one small issue. The rest of it was pretty great. So free delivery last time, so I can't really complain. So Comc, I've been using them quite a lot. I enjoy that. I wish there was some place that we could use to trade that I don't really know of a great place that you can just trade cards. That I'd like to get into, but buying, I like to use Comc. It's really been easy and affordable, and so comment down below what you think about Comc and the way they've been packaging things. Have you had any issues? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Check out my channel. Thanks.